Good afternoon, everyone. This is Dawn, Pampered Chef Consultant, and I'm going to try out a couple of things to show you. First of all, out in September is our brand new digital scale, and out for the past year is our cooking blender. So I'm going to make some potato soup in it for you and show you how all of that works. Let me flip around and put it into my little gadget here so that I can do it and show you at the same time. Let's redirect. Let's lower and redirect. You can see that I'm in my grungy clothes because I got out of my work clothes as soon as possible to relax in the day. Okay. Let's lower it one more time. You know, it's all a process. There you go. Okay, the first thing you want to do is push the tare button on your scale to get it to zero out. And you can see right now that it is, oh, it did tare at 0. When I first put it on, it was 12.9. So let's put it down on the countertop. The tare is at 0 or 0.07. Let's even that out to 0. There you go. And what I'm going to measure is I want 375 grams of potato. I know. It's pretty funny. That's ounces. Let me change the units by touching this. That's pounds. And that's 215 grams. We want 375. Ooh, I'm saying that's close enough for me. It's at 386. Can you all see it? Not very well, I see. 386. So we're going to go with it. Okay. I am going to, I think that's just perfect there. What I need to do is, with the cooking blender, it tells us to follow the recipe as the ingredients are given. And that happens a lot with different things that you're making. So that's what I'm going to do. I've already added 2.5 cups of chicken broth in here. Now, let me say out loud one more time. This is a cooking blender, and it's going to take me about 30 minutes to do this potato soup. It's called cheesy potato soup. So I'm just going to cut up my potatoes. I do not at all mind the skins, so I'm leaving the skins on there. We need to have I'm drawing a blank, chicken broth in there. Cut up this potato. The second item that we're going to add is butter. I was distracted a second ago because I thought, oh, my butter's frozen. But hey, guess what? It doesn't matter. Why? Because it's a cooking blender. And in a second, it will have this 4 ounces of butter melted. So we're just going to put the butter in, just like that. 4 tablespoons, I'm sorry. We need a teaspoon of salt in there. And I know I have some low sodium broth, so I'm not concerned about what that teaspoon looks like. There you go. And we have thyme, which I don't have any fresh thyme leaves, but I will put thyme in there along with the potatoes. There you go. And I'm going to add half a medium onion, and the truth is it was a small onion, so I'm adding a whole small onion because we don't mind onions here. It calls for a stalk of celery, which I don't have, so we're not going to have it. 2 cloves of garlic. I think that's 2, don't you? We like garlic here too. And a small carrot. And there you go. Just going to add in a little seasoning. I will put in, sorry about that, I didn't grab it out. But you know what? you too can be a Pampered Chef consultant. How about that? And I'm not finding my time, which is okay. Here we go. I know you can hear everything crashing down around me. It's all good. So I have some dry thyme in there. We'll just add about a teaspoonful. There we go. And away we go. Now it needs the lid on it. And what we do, let's raise this up so you can see how the lid goes on. It has to be locked in place. So I set the lid on. It's already plugged in, and there's a button on the side. You know what? It's going backwards for me. Here it is. On the side, you just flip it up, you turn on. It says the lid. Can you see that? Written backwards, it says lid. And I'm going to put the lid on by turning it. It's really very easy. I'm trying to watch myself do this and everything's backwards. We flip the switch in front to say soup, which is at the top right. You can see the whole thing blinking, but there is soup. And all I do is push in this silver button and away we go. It's noisy, but at the end of this, you get a delicious hot soup. And it has already begun to chop everything up in there. See, it's even milky looking, but it's because the potato has been hit. The dial is saying 75, so it's sitting at 75 degrees right now. And it'll keep heating up. You can hear a little boil starting as it heats. There you go. So what I'm going to do is wait 30 minutes and I will have some nice hot soup. The only thing about this soup that I think I'm not going to like is that it's going to be a pureed potato soup. It doesn't have any chunks of potatoes in like you would expect. So that's a little different concept than we're used to having. The beautiful thing about the Deluxe Cooking Blender is the side of this is tempered glass. It will get very hot to touch. It's not there yet because we're only at 88 degrees. It has a little lip here that you can kind of see sticking out, and then the handle. So you would lift it off by the handle and the lift lip, I'm going to call it. When this is done, it is a self-cleaning heated wash. Heated wash. So the heated wash is on the bottom here. It takes about 10 or 15 minutes for the water inside to heat up. You just add 3 cups of water and you add a couple of drops of your dish soap and it cleans up the blender. This blender has several settings on it. In the center you can set it for a custom setting. It also does smoothies, and it can do it in the blender itself or in this smoothie cup. This smoothie cup comes with its own blade and adapter that fits on top, and then it has a lid and a long straw that goes in there so you can drink your smoothies, which I totally enjoy drinking smoothies in the morning with different fruits in them. There's one more thing that I'm going to add to my soup that I didn't, and I just thought of. Pampered Chef has started subscriptions, and one of the subscriptions we have is for our kale and fiber and pea protein. Now, if you stop to think about it, I know, backwards writing, but if you stop to think about it, not a whole lot of protein in this. So I'm going to add a packet of this pea protein to the soup. This pea protein is completely yellow in color, and it does not color the food you have, and it has no flavor to it. Let me see if you can see that. See how yellowish it is? It actually matches the potato soup. There's 50 calories in this pack per serving and 1 gram of carbohydrates, but it contains 10 grams of protein. So I'm going to just pull off the top between shakes in there. If I can get it up, there you go. And I'm going to add it to the top. And it will blend in. Oh gosh, it already smells good, you guys. It's at 116 degrees. I'm just going to add it to the top. And away we go. You can't taste it, but you can get the protein, and it's perfect for people who are vegetarians or on a special diet and they're not getting the proteins that they need. We also have the kale and fiber. So again, perfect for the digestive system. And kale is a lot of vitamin A and green vegetable addition. So if you want to sneak this into chili or brownies, anything kind of dark, because it's green, you can sneak it in and get those extra kale and fiber into the diet of those people who are not getting enough, like children who don't like anything green, or elderly who are just being fussy about their foods. Put in that a little extra bit and you've got it going on. So I'm going to let this go, and when it's done, I'm going to show you what my bowl of soup looks like. Right now, I can see flecks of the herb and the carrots that I put in, but everything else is kind of smoothening out. Smoothening? Is that a word? And we're currently at 127 degrees. So a total of a half an hour is what it takes this soup. You saw how long it took me to toss it all in there. You can make this very quickly if you do just a slight bit of food prep before. The only thing I did was rinsed off my vegetables. I peeled my onion and I peeled my garlic. Everything else was just rinsed and popped in there. The only thing that's missing from this recipe is celery. Didn't have any, so it's all good. We just let it go. But I look forward to showing you what my soup looks like when it's all done. Thanks for joining.